Hello mga parts dyan, mga nanonood sa buong mundo. Ito pong muli ang inyong Parts Digo.
At ako naman ang inyong Parts Ken.
Para na naman sa isang makabuluhang bagong episode ng Taraki
Talks. Ayan. Alam mo ba, kanina habang naglalakad tayo dyan, tapos pagpasok natin, purple din yung color nila. Kaya I belong.
Parang yun yung motif nila.
Parang kasal, ganyan. Pero kung nakikita niyo yung background namin, andito kami sa isang klinika. Alright, ito yung Cabato Medical Clinic. Ayan, so andito tayo. Titignan naman natin or we are going to scrutinize din naman kung ano ang mga pinagkakaabalahan ng ating mga medical technologists at mga doctors.
Grabe, parang nililibot na natin ng mga iba't ibang klase ng field, ha?
Oo naman. Tatignan nga rod natin kinataraki damang yan. Anyway, so I would like to introduce muna our guest ulit ngayong araw na ito. So our guest today is the son of the late Judge Fernando Cabato. And of course, we have, kanina na-meet na rin natin si Dr. Julie Cabato. Alright? Tapos, our guest graduated with a degree in medical technology and now, of course, a registered medical technologist. And then, of course, he pursued also his graduate school and he took up Masters of Arts in Business Administration. Yan. He also joined different or NGOs, like for example, yung CISV International, which we will be talking about later on. So, ayan. Mahilig din siyang mag-basketball. Sabi niya nung kabataan niya. And then mag-darts din. Wow.
Ay,
puro
naman, parang labas na
shooting
yata.
Ayan. Pero ngayon, he's focusing now on his job, his current job, and of course, his family. So, ladies and gentlemen, our Kataraki, our parts, let us all welcome Mr. Joseph C. Cabato.
Hey, hello. Good afternoon. Naimbag nga malum kada kayo amin, honorabi, kada kayo amin nga taga Benguet and taga Baguio, and all those who are watching Taraki TV. I am humbled, I am privileged to be invited as a guest this afternoon, and I hope we might be able to share our experiences and maybe contribute to the upliftment of our fellow Cordillerans, our fellow Tarakis nga kunada. Tapno we can improve and we can move forward with our the so-called new life that we have.
Diba?
New life talaga. Narinig ko yung new life.
Oo naman.
So, bago tayo mapunta doon, nung bata kayo, Manong, can we call you
Yes,
Manong?
yes, sir.
Salamat naman. Manong Joseph, nung bata ka po, ano yung mga pinangarap niyong gawin sana?
Well, initially I wanted to be a doctor.
Oh!
But I ended up only as a medical technologist, not seeking any further education or not becoming a doctor, because mainly I found my calling in this profession. Taking blood samples, looking at microscopes, and dealing with people. Para ka na ring doktor, actually.
Pero if you try to look at their subjects din sa medical technology,
Inline. But still, dream not fulfilled is to be a doctor. But I hope my son, my youngest son, will become one. No, not yet. But he wants to be. Wants to be.
Kung supposed to be na naging doctor kayo, sir, or Manong, anya nga field kung may dyan.
Yes.
At that time, akit sublatak ni mother ko. Sublatak, the succession, kumbaga, succession. Wherein she is a general practitioner. As you well know, at the time that she graduated and she became a doctor, there were only a handful of doctors here in Baguio City at that time.
Yes.
Dr. Bayuga, my mother, and her brother-in-law, Dr. Marcelo Cabato. And when you graduate, at the time that they graduated, no general practitioner ka, amin. Mapa-cardio, mapa-neuro, mapa-ano. Pero now we have the specialists.
Yes, yes.
So, but this clinic, which was established in 1968,
Ay,
Wow.
so
Tagal na din.
this is an institution. Actually,
okay.
this clinic is an institution, but the laboratory came after a few years when I graduated. But the clinic itself has been in existence since 1968.
Put up by your...
Put up by Dr. Cabato and the brother-in-law, Dr.
sila
Marcelo.
talaga.
Oh,
Ay,
Dr. Marcelo.
galing,
Historical place na rin.
Yo.
Consider.
Yes.
Oh.
Grabe, since 1980.
1960.
68.
So, my story na.
So you can do the math.
Yeah. Kung ilang taon na yun.
Oh, kung ilang taon na siya.
Tama na.
Anyway, sir, ang kwan nyo talaga is purple, the color for this clinic?
Yes,
or?
yes, purple.
Let
Actually,
me ask,
purple.
why is it purple, sir?
Well,
what does it symbolize ba?
I really don't know.
Baka
But
favorite color.
I think purple, we latched on to purple because it's soothing to the eye.
Oh, okay.
The lilac, and it goes with, and it also, I don't know, I might be wrong, but it also tends to move to the medical side of things, purple thing. Not unlike yung red, the common colors.
Very scary
Oo.
naman.
Naman. Pero, what's a workday like para sa isang medical technologist?
Right.
It's always a full day. Where the busiest hours we have are in the mornings. Kasi that's where we extract blood, we collect blood kasi for blood chemistry kasi ang tawag doon, may fasting component
Fasting
and
sila, so,
may fasting component 'yon. So to get the true values of the tests needed, they have to undergo fasting. And we have very strict collection hours, which is from 8 to 9 in the morning.
Only timing for that one blood collection.
Blood collection.
Kaya masyadong maraming pasyente.
Tsaka, and this clinic was built or was conceptualized to cater to families.
I see.
Iso nga dagay mo una nga pasyente pailang idi tiyum umaytatan dagay apuda isuda ti umaytata and mostly we cater to Cordillera, Sablan, Itogon, Tublay, Trinidad.
Umay dati
dito.
Oo. Yes. Actually, may Antos one also na customer dito eh.
So, yeah?
Lahat ng mga DepEd.
And J trust that they get from coming to the clinic.
Right.
And this, if you will allow me,
Go ahead, sir.
when I used to work with the Baguio Health Department as a medical technologist for the government. So when I retired or I resigned from being a medical I put up my own laboratory here. So it started with just a few instruments, and then we became a corporation. Because my idea was, I think I'm proud to say that we are the first one-stop shop clinic here in Baguio. Kasi yun ang concept ko noon. I was observing idi gamin ti sistema gamin idi umaydag di doktor agpa-x-ray ka itoy
I-recommenda.
tapos agsubli ka na
then you go to
or
another place
laboratory ka toy tapos agsubli ka toy.
Time
So now
consuming
yung concept ko apay nga papanawam, it's a waste of time and effort. So why not put a laboratory here and eventually a pharmacy. We have also a pharmacy.
Yes.
So when they go out, everything's there. Agawid dan.
Nabibiit pa.
Nabibiit.
Yes.
So one of the pioneers gaya kasi nga strategy, right?
And I've heard you said about families, no? Is
Yes.
that the carrier mo to ng ninyo?
Yes,
Kasi
yes, it's
nakita
a
ko sa
family.
Facebook, it's all about
Family.
I know.
Yes, it's all about family. Yes, it's all about
Diba?
family. And then my employees, I treat them as family members also. So anytime we have gatherings, my birthday or birthday ni Doktora or this season, Christmas season, everything is done together as a family. Decisions are made together with consultations sa mga empleyado para there's kung when what do we say in you are a stakeholder or a stakeholder in this clinic.
Clinic, parang ganun ang concept
Oo,
niya.
oo.
Yeah,
Tapno isakit mo. Di ko nato yung maisakit di trabaho, maisakit di pagtatrabaho kam.
Oo nga naman.
Daitimot lang ba, sir? Yung clinic nyo rin ba ang isang reason? Kasi nga, kanina rin tinitignan ko, ang kanyang master's degree ay business administration.
Ay, oo.
Which is much connected sa ibang field. Pero one reason ba, sir?
The business ad aspect, that's why I took up business ad, was, of course, there's also a business side of aside from the clinic.
Yes, sir.
Because one, we have the pharmacy, we have the laboratory, and we also have that marketing aspect
Right.
na we have to reach out to other people, reach out to other communities.
Yes.
Because my concept is, what makes you different? Ang dami-daming laboratories dito. You have, and better laboratories with better equipment.
Okay.
But what makes you different?
Yeah.
So what makes us different is we reach out.
To-
We go to them.
Yes.
And some other laboratories don't do that.
And this has even been napatunayan.
Oo naman.
Oo.
Kasi sa tagal na
Kasi,
nga naman yan.
I mean, in the time of the pandemic,
Oh yes.
Right.
they went on to reach people.
Yeah, and they had a bus.
Mm-mm.
Something.
Oh,
Can you
well-
tell us about that, sir?
Yes.
During the onset of the lockdown, we decided or we thought that it would be better to reach out to our patients, those who are not able to go out of their house because of lockdown rules and
May
etc.
schedule tayo nun.
So hospitals were not entertaining walk-in patients at that time. Most of the clinics were closed. So ang ginawa namin, kami mag-reach out ngayon sa mga pasyente. Initially, the local government under Mayor Magalong requested if we can assist in the triage. Initially at sa St. Vincent. So that was one of the first triage areas of Baguio City before. So we brought our bus there, which can perform X-rays, and we can also do laboratory work there. We can also perform
Like on the
antigen
spot, no?
antigen swabbing at that time.
Okay.
So, ayun. So, we collaborated with the local government. We partnered with them for a minimal fee, a very minimal fee. Because we also had to survive.
Right.
Di ba? Kahit
Very
paano.
minimal fee po, Manong Joseph. And it was very dangerous during that
Yes,
time.
yes.
Actually.
Walang... And I actually thank my employees for, supporting us, and no matter how difficult it was, how dangerous it was, they were still there. Actually, ako na lang dito sa clinic. We are 16. Ako na lang ang hindi na COVID.
Ang lakas ng immune system ni Manong.
All of them have had. Some are asymptomatic, some were symptomatic. Pero the good thing is walang na-hospital, walang na ano,
They can still
wala namang
manage.
namatay. So, because of the protocols that we put in place
Right.
at that time.
Nakatulong din talaga.
Oo, nakatulong.
Grabe. Ang lakas
So,
naman ni ang lakas ni sir.
Although na-hospital ako for some other reason.
Yes,
Oh,
I've
but
heard
it was
about it
not
nga
that
po eh. Was it the most terrifying thing naman na na-experience mo all throughout your life? Kasi I've heard a while ago you said new life.
New life, new life,
Parang
new life.
connected yata
Well,
dun eh.
Well, medically, the explanation was my immune system was so depleted.
Bumaba din.
Bumaba rin because of yung ang trabaho namin.
Uyat pa yan.
Oo. And then, I suddenly was hit with dengue.
Ay,
And from that point on, multiple organ failure.
oh my God.
Ako, I was
So scary.
I was in the ICU for about 7 days in Pines Hospital.
Ay,
Nakalasa tayo mat. And siguro tikunada, I still have a mission. I still have things to do. So I am grateful to all the doctors, to all my family, and all my friends who have prayed for me during that time.
Right.
And of course, wala akong malay nun on the initial days nung.
Yes, 7 days.
But of course, I also thought of my family at that time.
How
But
are you
still after that, when I was able to recover, anong gusto mong gawin? Sabi sa akin, magre-retire ka na. Hindi, magkli-clinic pa ako. Magtatrabaho pa ako. Tuloy ang laban. Di ba? In our terms, tuloy ang laban.
Pero you have to be very careful na
Yes,
after.
yes.
Restrictions na din sa mga...
Yeah, so I was able to get my booster.
No.
My booster shot on December 1
Right.
together with my employees.
Ay, yun naman. Now, let's talk about your hobbies, sir.
Ay, naman.
Hobbies.
Oo, din.
Kumusta naman ang basketball?
Wala. Retired.
Retired
Ex-basketballista.
Pero,
When-
why were you interested with basketball, sir?
Well, naturally, that was the only sport I was inclined to do during my high school days. Boys high
Sa bagay.
Pag boys high ka, dapat marunong kang mag-basketball. Then it continued to arts. But during my, I failed to mention, I was a swimmer also.
Oy.
One of the few swimmers trained by YMCA.
Oh,
Young Men's Christian Association. I was able to compete in the Iraan noon
ang tawag nyo.
Oh,
Karaan ngayon.
Karaan ngayon.
Ay.
And then palarong panglungsod. At that time. When? As a swimmer.
Gaso? Kaya niyo pa ba?
Kaya pa naman.
Naman.
You can ask my wife if I can still swim. Sisid.
Sisi.
Okay. Hindi ako makarelate.
Sandali, may bata.
Censored ba?
Ayun pala. Oh, very interesting naman yung swimming and basketball.
Basketball.
Ayun,
Darts.
darts pala.
Darts as a hobby. I don't know if maybe some old darters still remember the place. City Bakery. That's where I started.
Located where, sir? Before?
Session Road. Abay Tikwa.
I think wala na.
Abay T... What's that thing with the lights ngayon?
Then with the light.
PNB, tapos there's this lighthouse, that building, that hotel, sa may PNB. Tapos there's a small bakery noon doon.
Ay, isutyan na hindi. Mabisita
Diyan
natin
nga
yan mamaya.
Diyan nga to. Oo.
Oh, di
Diyan?
ba?
Anyway, mapunta rin tayo kasi total slambok naman na itong sinasagot natin.
What is your favorite sport, mga ganyan?
Hindi ba? Ano yung mga life lessons na tutunan natin since we were young that we're still upholding until now?
Yes.
Of course, everything I've learned came from my parents, especially my father, is for me to be humble, be respectful, be kind, and of course, always keep the faith, whatever faith that is. Whatever faith that is. Whether you're a Muslim or Christian, a Catholic, a Baptist, basta that faith has to remain. God-fearing, kumbaga. Yun, and I've tried. I fail sometimes, but I always try to be in that path.
And then, get up pa rin.
And I try to teach my children, my boys. I have 3 boys. That kind of, and then if di ba, any father would always, or any parent would always want that their children to grow up better than them, di ba? Yun naman ang hangad natin na magulang.
Ayun naman. Pag maging magulang na din kami.
Oo.
Pwedeng ganun. Tama ba, Sir Kurt?
May dalawa yan.
Ganun din.
Yes. And who would think that a small town boy from Baguio City would come this far, especially with my children.
Right.
And I'm proud of them. Definitely proud of them. One graduated from the Ateneo, one in LaSalle, and my youngest is in the Philippine Science High.
Siya yung sinasabi niyo kanina.
Na
mag-doktor. Philippine Science High.
Naman.
Wala.
Ano naman yung mga memorable encounters niyo dito sa Cabato Medical Laboratory?
Oo, na hindi niyo makakalimutan siguro.
Okay, kami yung nag-swab kay Arjo Atayde.
Jay artist.
Well, we had 4 groups of actors and actresses and directors, etc. during the pandemic who were coming up na nagsushooting.
Sila yung pumuntang BSU, tama ba?
Kami yun. Kami yung nag-swab sa kanila sa BSU. Oo. Pero they took it upon themselves. What happened actually was, we were supposed to get their swab, but they took it upon themselves to get a swab through saliva, Red Cross. Jayda nga nako Jayda nga nag-positive So had it been us, we could have held them already. Kuma. Well, yun yung mga memorable. Ano pa ba? One of my memorable
may issue yun
yun nga. Buti nga hindi kami. Ano pa ba? My memorable experiences is to the latest tie-up or partnership that we have is the miners from Itogon and Mangkayan. We were able to have an agreement with them to do their annual physical examinations.
Like every year?
Yearly. And at the same time, we became a retainer.
Ay naman.
Just to give you a background, retainer kami ng mga ibang small companies. And of course, our biggest is the mines, where there are 500 employees. So, yung visit namin, bringing the bus to Itogon and in Mangkayan, and meeting the people there, it's to me it's an accomplishment for me to go to that place, meeting the people, and sharing with them what we have. And until now, we still do that. Nun yati mai-share mi kadagi
Sige lang.
Of course, pati especially Agas. Kailangan da. And then we were able to go just before the pandemic. We were able to go to Mount Pinatubo. You can check out my Facebook. And we were able to yung nag-medical mission din kami at the same time Christmas outing with the natives, the Itas there.
Ang saya.
Masaya.
And I could say na one also na achievement din is going abroad. The CIS?
Sa CISB. Yeah.
CISB International.
Yes.
International. That I am a part of the CISB International. It is an organization that deals in global peace and cultural exchange. Wherein children 11 years old from 10 different countries, sometimes 12, meet in one place, in one country, and they stay together for a month, learning about each other's culture, learning about peace. Because the 11-year-old
So you were 11 when you went there?
No, I went. I was not fortunate enough to go as an 11-year-old. But I went as a junior counselor.
Okay.
I was 16, 17 at that time. I went to Sweden.
Swedish squad pala.
Norway. And then I went as an adult leader to India, to Korea.
Oh, wow.
Ano na ulit yun, sir? Why 11-year-old yung yung mga napipili for cultural exchange?
Unang-una, sa airfare. Sa airfare kasi, hindi full payment.
I see.
Hindi full payment. Pag nag-12 ka kasi, they will charge you as an adult.
Yes.
Yung airfare mo. Pero, on the side of the organization, pag 11-year-old kasi, wala pang discrimination. Wala siyang biases.
Yes.
So, the mind is open.
Yes.
And the willingness to absorb yung culture is there. Kasi pag older, medyo sometimes sarado na. Tapos, datayo, no, medyo older ka, no, mapangkaya ka, dati bias mo. Especially with color. Which is so prominent nowadays. Asian discrimination, Asian hate, tapos yung Black Lives Matter. So, all that, we bring into the table pag we're there for a month and we learn. So, my children and my wife are also active
in that organization.
Ayos.
Grabe mo kinatarakin ni Manong Joseph.
So nga, dati na ibulbul lang nga igurot, Ijay.
Naman.
Inpakat tayo mat ati. Because one of the events that we do is a cultural night. So, da kami nga siya, leader da, and the 4 children from Baguio, 2 boys, 2 girls, 11 years old, we perform.
You get to show them
agwanas kami mata. Without brief no, tapno makita da. Tapno makita da.
Ambi pa yung napadpadas nagwanas.
Ay, napadas ko. Performing in the CCA.
Performing, yes. And it's sometimes it's a shock, but it's beautiful. They consider it beautiful.
Gulat sila.
Then we perform the igorot dances, then we perform tinikling.
From the other naman, other culture dito sa Philippines.
We showcase that to them. And then we have a day to prepare. So, agwa kami di fiesta type nga the atmosphere is very festive. Then we prepare. If we're abroad, we cook adobo for them.
The chicken adobo.
Then chicken adobo. And then dala kami ati chakorn. Then we make turon for them to eat.
Yes, like experiencing.
Yeah, experience. Then other countries also have their own style.
Oh, very nice.
Ang dami at saka to the extent na naipurpurwak kayo
Ibulbul lang, purpurwak mo.
Ano kaya talaga tikwa?
Iso nga purwakan ni Matsika.
Purwakan ni si kayo tikwa.
Words.
Alright.
Ag-quiz tayo.
Okay.
Sige, Manong. To our viewers, andito na tayo sa part ng 5 words na tinatawag namin. So, we will be asking our guest ang equivalent term niya sa mga words na sasabihin namin. That would be either English, Tagalog, Ilocano, mixed mat lang, various languages. Yes. So, ready, Manong Joseph?
Yes.
Okay, first word. Culture.
Cordillera.
Yun.
Okay, second word. Jojo.
Wow. Jojo fish. Character.
Third word, ina.
Doktora Cabato.
Ay, naman. And fourth word, community.
Community. Wow.
Wow daw.
Go, sir.
Community?
Lala.
Wow.
Diyan siya na issue.
5, 4.
Community, that's difficult. That's difficult.
But
community.
Kaya ni Manong Joseph yan?
Community. Togetherness. Unity.
Ayun, unity ang community natin.
Nandun rin talagang family. No?
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And final word natin, this is our favorite term na lagi namin ginagamit, pero gustong-gusto ng audience. Anyway, ito ang Taraki.
Sak adi.
Siyempre.
Data ko adi. Wala na.
Ako ay umili.
Yes.
See?
At huling hirit na lang po Manong Joseph, no? Ano anya may bagato or may share tayo to younger generations?
Or your
that,
message for them.
Yes.
Right, sir.
Let mga viewers.
To all the viewers and the younger generation, I would like to extend first and foremost my wishes, my very Merry Christmas to all of you and to your families this pandemic season.
Yes.
I wish you all safety and security at this time, and I would like for you to now that the elections are coming up, I would like for the young generation to choose wisely and please vote, get vaccinated. Dagay natangkan ti ulo na yung kaya pa-vaccinate.
Sumarod.
Tani, tapno we can move forward in the terms of the younger generation, makapag-move on na tayo sa ating buhay. No? And
Kaya
then,
mag-stick sa X.
right.
Expanded.
Oo, para naman we can recover financially, emotionally,
Yes.
mentally,
Yes.
economically as well. And if diretso ko na, I would like to wish our patients also, our benefactors, our partners with the Cabato Medical Clinic and the North Cross Corporation, North Cross Laboratory, very Merry Christmas. And you can always come to the clinic. We are open. Wala na po tayong appointment. Walk-in, pwede na po. Meron pa rin patuloy po yung ating house calls. Just let us know, see us on Facebook, North Cross Mobile Clinic, para we can address your concerns medically.
Ayun, diba?
Thank you so much po,
Maraming
Manong.
salamat.
Thank you for having me. Salamat.
You see those insights nga na-share ni Manong Joseph Tatangal, dapat really it would be treasured too, di ba? Ganun talaga ang ating, lalo na sa family, yung
Yes.
kanina.
I hope you get inspiration from that, mga parts. And so, hanggang sa muli ulit, ito po ang inyong Parts Digo.
And this has been your Parts Kent for Taraki Talks. Ayan. So,
Thank you,
bye-bye.
thank you po.
Bye-bye.
See you